Let's look at this question. Ajay, Bhushan, Chandru, Dinesh, Eknath, and Frederick are six gregarious students of the incoming 2020 to 2022 batch of National Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. They are very good at making friends, and together they have 890 unique friends. Total number of friends that they all have together is 890. Each student has some friends that are not friends with any other remaining five students, called individual friends. Okay, friends that are unique to them. Additionally, each pair of the six friends has a few common friends who are friends with both the students of the pair. Okay. None of the 890 friends is a friend of three or more of the six students. Wonderful. It is known that Ajay, Bhushan, Chandru, Dinesh, Eknath, and Frederick have 100, 80, 120, 60, 80, and 100 individual friends respectively. Similarly, it is known that Ajay, Bhushan, Chandru, Dinesh, Eknath, and Frederick have 220, 180, 250, 170, 200, and 220 total friends respectively. The following table shows the number of common friends in some pairs. Given that there are six friends, 6 say 2, there will be 15 pairings. But out of those 15 pairings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 pairings have been mentioned. So 6 pairings are still left. How you record this is very similar to a games and tournament table. You'll have it this way: A, B, C, D, E, and F, and also A, B, C, D, E, and F. We'll create a table. Now we know the total number of friends across everything is 890. We also have total count of friends. So 220, 180, 250, 170, 200, and 220. The same set of numbers here also: 220, 180, 250, 250, 170, 200, and 220. This is the final total that we reach. Now, individual friends that were told, they need to come on the diagonal. Friends of A and A alone. So 100 and 80 and 120 and 60 and 80 and 100. And now these pairings would be useful. Ajay and Bhushan have a total of 10 friends that are common to each other. We'll not only write them in row A, column B, but we'll also write them in row B, column A. Then Ajay and Dinesh have 20. Ajay and Eknath have 40. And Ajay and Frederick have 30. Now the wonderful thing is, can you see in this column only one number is missing? We can pretty much calculate that number. 100 plus 100. So the number missing is 20. I can fill it up. This is done. And all these four numbers have been recorded. Let us go to Bhushan and Chandru. Bhushan and Chandru are 30. So 30 and 30. Bhushan and Dinesh is 10 and 10. Bhushan and Eknath is 30. So 30 and 30. And Bhushan and Frederick is 20 and 20. Okay. This is done. We have nothing extra because the entire column, entire row is filled up. Dinesh and Eknath is 10. Dinesh and Eknath is 10. So this is also 10. Okay. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 spots are left. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Chandru and Dinesh, Chandru and Eknath, Chandru and Frederick, Dinesh and Frederick, and Eknath and Frederick. 5 are left, but there should be 6 left, no? Because how is this? Oh, no, no. One we calculated extra. Ajay and Chandru, we calculated extra. So yes, 5 are left. For these 5, we'll have to do some sort of processing. For these 5, we'll have to do some sort of processing. Let's see. I see that for Dinesh, the row, or Dinesh, the column, one number, if I take as a variable, the other number can be automatically calculated. One number, if I take as a variable, the other number can be automatically calculated. Right now, the summation is 20 plus 10 plus 10 plus 60, 100. And I need to reach a total of 70. So if I take this as A, this will also be A. And the other number in the row will turn out to be 70 minus A. So DNF, F and D. This DNF and 70 minus A. Okay, this much we can infer. Now the next thing, notice, look at the row for E or the column for E. If I take this as B, this will also be B. This will also be B. And now for this row again, I can do the same working. 40 plus 30 plus 10 is 80. 80 plus 80 is 160. So I need 40 minus B. 40 minus B. Now if this is 40 minus B, this will also be 40 minus B. This will also be 40 minus B. Absolutely wonderful. Now look at this cell or this cell, whichever cell you choose to focus on. I will highlight it. This cell or this cell. Whichever these cells. If you look at it row wise, you will get an expression in A and B that leads to a summation of 220. And if you look at it column wise, you will get to an expression in A and B that will lead it to a summation of 250, which means you can get two expressions in A and B. You can get two expressions in A and B. Hopefully that gives us some sort of insight. Let's say right now I have 170 created. I have 170 created. So column wise, I can say this cell here, CNF. Column wise, I have 170 already here. So that cell should be 80 minus A minus B. Column wise for C, 170 is already created. I need to reach a total of 250. So 80 needs to be added, and A and B, the two variables, need to be gotten rid of. Okay, this I can do. Now row wise, 30 plus 20, 50, 50 plus 70, 120, 120 plus 40. 120 plus 40 is 160, 160 plus 100 is 260. Right now I have a summation of 260. So I need to subtract 40 in order to reach 220, and I of course need to add back A plus B minus 40. This I need to reach, which tells me wonderfully, look at this, 80 minus A minus B is equal to A plus B minus 40. These two expressions are filling up the same box, so they have to be identical, which is to say A plus B. 2 times of A plus B is equal to 120, or A plus B is equal to 60. If A plus B is equal to 60, hopefully you can fill up this spot with 20, and correspondingly this spot with 20, because 80 minus 60, these two spots are going to be 20. Additionally, even at spots where you have A and B, because I now know A is equal to 60 minus B, or B is equal to 60 minus A, I can go ahead and get rid of all the additional variables. I know A is 60 minus B, so I'll write this as 60 minus B. Okay, now 70 minus A also I can get rid of. 70 minus 60 minus B is as good as B minus 10. So this is B minus 10. And this is also B minus 10. Okay. So now I have one variable. which enables me to represent all the unknown regions. There are 4 unknown regions. I can get to individual questions. Let me just erase all this. First question. How many common friends do Chandru and Frederick have? Chandru and Frederick, this is our special cell, have 20 common friends. Okay. What is the sum of common friends between Chandru and Dinesh and Chandru and Eknath? Chandru and Dinesh and Chandru and Eknath. 60 minus B and B. Sum of friends is 60. Last, if Chandru and Dinesh have 30 common friends. So they're saying 60 minus B is 30, which means B is equal to 30. Which means B is equal to 30. How many common friends do Chandru and Eknath have? They have 30 common friends. Done. What is the sum of common friends between the following pair? Chandru and Eknath and Frederick. Chandru and Eknath have B friends, and Eknath and Frederick have 40 minus B friends. So summation will be 40, or option A will be the answer. And that is the entirety of this set. It is critical you record it in a games and tournamenty fashion, and then based on the information you have, the cell of Chandru and Frederick, common pair of friends, that is critical to identify. Once you do that, everything should fall into place. That will be all for this set.